Welcome back to High Stakes. Elevate your betting game by hitting that subscribe button and ensure you never miss out on our daily content. Want exclusive access to premium betting picks? Join our Patreon. Links are waiting for you in the comment section below. Stay ahead of the game with High Stakes. The Utah Jazz, currently ranked 14th in the Western Conference with a 6-20 record, are aiming to regain their competitive edge. They are coming off a 126-119 road victory against the Detroit Pistons, where their success was largely driven by an impressive 50% shooting from beyond the arc, going 20 of 40. Offensively, the Jazz are averaging 110.4 points per game, placing them 21st in the league. Their shooting efficiency is a concern, with a field goal percentage of 45.8% and a three-point percentage of 36.1%. However, they are strong at the free throw line, hitting 79.8% of their attempts. On the boards, Utah is performing well, averaging 44.5 total rebounds per game. Power forward Lauri Markkanen has been a key contributor, averaging 19.0 points, 6.6 rebounds, and 0.7 steals per game. Defensively, Utah has room for improvement, allowing 120.3 points per game. Opponents have been efficient in their shooting, with the Jazz surrendering a field goal percentage of 48.5% and a three-point percentage of 37%. Utah has the talent to improve, but they must start stringing together wins to climb in the Western Conference standings. The Brooklyn Nets, positioned 10th in the Eastern Conference with an 11-16 record, are also looking to improve. Their recent 101-94 road win over the Toronto Raptors saw Cam Johnson scoring 15 of his 33 points in the fourth quarter. Offensively, the Nets are averaging 109.7 points per game, with shooting splits of 45.8% from the field, 38% from beyond the arc, and an 80.8% free throw percentage. These numbers show the Nets' potential to perform on the offensive end. Defensively, the Nets have been struggling, allowing 114.5 points per game. Opponents are shooting 48.7% from the field and 37.4% from three-point range against them. Their defense needs to improve if they hope to secure a victory in this matchup. Both teams have been struggling defensively lately, but there's a notable difference in the numbers, with the Jazz allowing 139.7 points per game over their last three outings, while the Nets have given up 118.3 points in their last four. Season-long net ratings further highlight the disparity. Utah sits 28th with a -10.0 net rating, while Brooklyn ranks 23rd with a -4.5 net rating. Given these trends, the Brooklyn Nets are favored to win at home. Prediction: Brooklyn Nets to win. Both teams have been underperforming offensively in recent games, with Utah averaging 110.0 points over their last three games and Brooklyn scoring 108.0 points in their last four. Additionally, both teams are likely to play at a slower pace, with Utah ranking 11th in the NBA at 100.13 possessions per game, while Brooklyn ranks last at 96.86 possessions per game. Based on these factors, the total points are expected to fall under the 220.5 mark. Prediction: under 220.5 total points. The Boston Celtics are widely regarded as one of the deepest teams in the NBA this season. With a 10-2 record on the road, they are firmly positioned as the favorites to repeat as champions in the 2024-2025 season. Although they may not always be recognized as the top offense in the league, the Celtics still rank third in scoring, averaging 119.4 points per game. Their defense has been solid, holding opponents to exactly 110.0 points per game, giving them a plus 9.4 point differential, which ranks 8th in the league. Despite perceptions of a smooth regular season cruise, the Celtics are delivering impressive results. Leading the charge are All-Stars Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, who are contributing 28 and 23 points per game, respectively. For other players are also averaging over 12 points per game. However, in their most recent outing, a loss to the Chicago Bulls, Boston's performance fell short. Despite Tatum's 31 points, the Celtics struggled from beyond the arc, making only 14 of 56 attempts and were defeated 117-108 at home. The Chicago Bulls, on the other hand, have struggled with consistency for several seasons. With a poor 4-9 record at home this season, it appears the Bulls are heading for another disappointing finish unless significant changes are made. Although they are potent defensively, averaging 118.8 points per game, their defense remains a major liability. Chicago allows 121.4 points per game, ranking them 29th in the league. Until they can find a way to address their defensive issues, the Bulls will likely continue to struggle against top teams in the Eastern Conference. Chicago's offensive production primarily comes from Zach LaVine, 22 points, Nikola Vucevic, 21 points, and Kobe White, 19 points. However, with limited defensive presence, their weaknesses have been too much to overcome. The Bulls' most recent win was a 117-108 upset against Boston, where LaVine's 36 points led the charge. Despite that victory, the Celtics have dominated this matchup historically, winning 5 straight meetings since January 2023. With the Bulls posting a 4-9 record at home, the Celtics are primed for a revenge win in this contest. In their last 6 games played in Chicago, Boston holds a 4-2 record. Given the Bulls' ongoing defensive struggles, if the Celtics improve their three-point shooting, which was only 25% in their last meeting, they are well positioned to secure a commanding victory. Prediction: Boston to cover -10.5. While both teams excel offensively, Boston's defensive capabilities set them apart in this matchup. The total has been evenly split in their last 10 head-to-head games, with the average combined score reaching 230 points. For the Celtics, the under has hit in 6 of their last 10 games, as they've held opponents under 115 points in 7 of those contests. Meanwhile, for the Bulls, the under is 5-5 over their last 10 games, with the team allowing an average of 115 points in their last 5 home games. Given these trends, the under is the best bet for this game. Prediction: under 243.5 total points. The Washington Wizards are enduring a challenging season, currently holding a 4-21 record heading into Saturday's matchup. Although they have won 2 games this month, this is a notable improvement for a team that failed to secure a single victory in November. The Wizards have struggled greatly this season, consistently losing by large margins. They have not experienced a single-digit loss since November 13th, with their average point differential being the worst in the NBA at -14.7 per game. Despite being selected second overall in the 2024 draft, rookie Alexander Sarr has struggled, posting just 11 points per game on inefficient shooting splits, below 40% from the field and 28% from beyond the arc. Veteran Kyle Kuzma's performance has also significantly dipped, adding to the team's challenges. On a positive note, Jordan Poole's shooting efficiency has been one of the few bright spots this season. With a league-worst point differential, it's unsurprising that the Wizards' defense is also lacking. They allow the highest points per game in the NBA, conceding 122.6 points per game. On the other hand, the Milwaukee Bucks have experienced a dramatic turnaround after a rough start to the season, where they began 2-8. Since then, they have gone on a strong 13-3 run, heading into Friday's game against Cleveland. The Bucks are coming off a victory in the NBA Cup against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they are riding a 4-game win streak. However, a potential concern is the status of Damian Lillard, who is out for Friday's game and may be questionable for Saturday's contest. Regardless, Giannis Antetokounmpo has continued to excel, leading the Bucks in scoring, 32.7 points per game, and rebounding, 11.5 rebounds per game. Giannis is also contributing 6.1 assists per game, and his recent performance in the NBA Cup, where he posted a remarkable 26 points, 19 rebounds, and 10 assists, earned him the MVP of the tournament. Given the Wizards' struggles on both ends of the court in Milwaukee's current form, I'm predicting the Bucks will cover the spread comfortably at home on Saturday. The Wizards have one of the worst defenses in NBA history, allowing over 122 points per game, 11 points more than Milwaukee and 21 more than the Bucks in their last 4 games. With a point differential of -14.7 per game and a series of blowout losses, the Wizards are unlikely to pose much of a challenge to the red-hot Bucks, who are riding high after securing their first NBA Cup title. Prediction: Bucks to cover the spread. As for the total, I'm leaning toward the under in this matchup. While the Wizards allow the most points in the league, they also rank 6th worst in scoring. Over their last 7 games, their offensive production has continued to decline. The Bucks, meanwhile, have one of the league's best defenses, allowing just 111.9 points per game this season. During their win streak, they've been even more defensively sound, limiting opponents to just 101.3 points per game over the last 4. In their most recent game, a dominant NBA Cup victory over the Thunder, the Bucks held Oklahoma City to a mere 81 points. Milwaukee will score plenty, but this should be a blowout, and with the Wizards' struggles to score, I expect the total points to fall short. Prediction: under total points.